What's up, gang? Welcome back to the channel. I'm TJ and this is Boss Auto. So no, I'm not out by my truck. This time I'm in my backyard. We're gonna try something different today. So I got a product called Gardenreets, which is landscaping lights. That's right, it's springtime and it's time to brighten up my life with some sunshine. So at nighttime I like to come out back and get a fire pit going, and which I know a lot of you probably do as well. The problem is I got all these big trees behind me which are dark. So I'm going to try to brighten them up with some landscaping lights. So Gardenreets is a great product I found online, and I think you'll like it too. So I'm going to do an open box on it, and I'm going to show you how to install them. Let's get started with the open box right now. All right, guys, so I go ahead and open it up. I just want to make sure I had everything I needed. So first off, let's get this open. This looks like it's the transformer box. So I went and put the screwdriver together they gave me, which is very handy, by the way. It's two-sided. And I opened up the top so you can see the inside here. So very nice. It's got a timer in here and everything else, so you don't leave the power running all night long. Very heavy duty, guys. Great looking products back together. Hinges inside here. All right, and it just ties down. I'll show you how it looks. And that's it. So this is how we're gonna wire all the lights into it. Pathway lights. Look at that. This is the bronze finish. So what I want to do, while we already got it open up, I want to go ahead and put this thing together. All right, we'll start by opening this up. Or twisting this open. Okay, get this loosened up. Take the wire. Run it through. Like so. That's it. This is ready to stake in the ground. So what I'll probably do is once you get this out there, we'll stake this, we'll unscrew this, and then we'll stake this, we'll mount this in the ground, and we'll screw it back together. But I want to just see it, let you see what it looks like together, okay? Get one of the other ones out. Before I do that, I want to show you, it comes with 100 foot of cable. So this is more than enough to get your project done. Here's another pathway light. Okay, here's the exit lights. So my kit came with 6, which is what I wanted mostly, just for the big trees out back. Look at that. I'm gonna go ahead and put these together too, so you look like, see what this looks like together. This will be the same process. You know, once we get out there, we'll just once we get out there, we use our mallet to kind of just pound it in the ground. But another feature too, this has 180-degree turn. So you just unscrew this, and you can put this any direction you want it. Okay. Just slides on, okay? Just to back in place. All right, so there's 5 more of these. Okay, inside here. All right, now for me, the first step is always deciding where you want the lights at. And what I like to do is go ahead and place the lights where I'm going to put them at. And then the other thing is to decide where you want your transformer. All right, so this can be difficult for some folks, but there's 2 options here. You can get like a wood board and, you know, cut it in the corner and hang it up against the wall. That way you're not drilling in your brick, for example. But I chose to go ahead and put a anchor in here. Okay, and what I'll do is just use the screw and screw it in there. At the end of the day, it just puts a little hole in your mortar. And guys, you can just fill that in. It's not a big deal. So that's what I chose to do. But again, if you don't want to do that, you can use a board. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get a screw and hang this up. All right, so we got that mounted. Again, what I'll do is just take the wire, we'll get it plugged in there, which I'm going to change that top out anyway. All right, so the next step is I want to do the pathway lights. I'll show you where I'm going to put those at. All right, so here's the pathway really to my yard. And so I'm going to put a light on each side of this, and we'll do that right now. Pull these through, twist them down. All right, I figure while I'm over here, I'm going to explain something out. So what my plan is, this wire, is I'm going to go ahead and run around the edge, like so, just to keep from anything digging flat or something. All right, so I went and took them all out of the box, put them together like that, and I'm going to put them on the other side of this fence. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And in my mind, this is what I'm going to do, guys. I got 6 of them, so I'm going to put one over there by that big tree, one in between these 2 trees. Let's see, one right there, one here, one there, and one on the other side. So I got a plan in my mind. I'm going to go out there and do it. And then after that, I'm going to show you how we wire. We've got these awesome connectors. I'm going to show this real quick. These little baggies they sent us, I told you about, they're actually the wire connectors. What they do is you screw them together and they'll puncture both wires for you. It makes wiring so simple. Awesome job to those guys. This is a great product. Got all the lights down. One here, one there. What was one right here behind that? Put one here. Snuck one in right here. Hopefully that turns out okay. And I want to put one on that big tree there. So now it's time to basically wire them. All right, I want to go through these wire connectors real quick. So in the bottom, these things open up. All right, and then you'll put the wire from your light into this, okay, and you'll screw it down. Well, you'll put it in here, and your copper part goes into there, and then you screw it down, just like so. Okay, then the top part, you take this off, and the 100 feet wire part, you push to here, and see that little pin there, and then you screw it down, and that's what connects the 2 wires. Okay, what's important is just match up the wires. So like this has a label on one side of it, which is for your ground. And pretty much the landscape light, you'll notice, has a wire with label on it as well, which is the ground. And then when we hook it up to the box, we'll just wire it to the ground as well. So, and I think if you do it backwards, it doesn't really matter, just as long as they're all lined up the same. But let's go ahead and get started with the wiring. What I'm going to do now is, I think what I'm going to do, guys, is, let me take you around here. Is I'm going to start from this corner and try to come all the way around, and then probably bring it back down here and then bring it up this line here to my box. All right, then you'll take this, run it through there, just like so. Okay, pick out where you want it. Just hook it around like that. Okay, that's one side of one wire, okay? Now the other end, we're gonna take this and connect it to the 100-foot line, okay? So, now let me look at this wire. So, see, you got the numbers on this one side. I did the side without any letters on it. So look at this line here. This one's got letters, so I'm gonna do this one without letters, okay? Run this through like so. This is the end, so I don't want any sticking out. Push it here. We're just gonna twist. That metal's gonna puncture it. It's gonna give us a good connection. Okay. And now we're connected. We're gonna do all the wires that way. All right, that's what it should look like when you're done. Run this out of the way. But so this handy screwdriver they give you, flip it over to the flathead. This thing pulls back. All right. Now this thing here, we're going to strip off the end a little bit, and your box here. As you see, I took off the wall. Here's the 12 volt, and then the commons is where the negative goes. So the black, or the one with the writing on it, we're going to put right here, and the other side we're putting here. So we just loosen these up. All right, I got the negative in already. All right, let's test it, make sure it's tight. Then they're good and tight. All right, now if it's in off position, I'm going to hang it back up on the wall, plug it in, and we'll see how the lights work. All right, guys, so I'm down this end. So if you remember right, I used this light and I pointed up against that big tree. We really didn't put off a lot of light with the reflection. So I put it on this big tree here, and it really just kind of lit the backyard up pretty good here. So I made that change. So it's still not dark out, but I want to go and show these path lights. So first off, great looking product as far as light put out. Makes a big ambient difference in my backyard. Very easy to install. These came in the brass finish, brush finished. They offer black as well. I'll drop a link down below. Check out their website. They offer several different items, different packages. Can't really say enough good things about it. This really changes up the whole backyard. Super easy to install. Like I mentioned, if you have any questions, drop a comment down below. Those who haven't followed me before, you can find me on Instagram or TikTok at F150_boss. And really, here's the pathway lights again. Thanks for watching. If it was helpful to you, like the button. And if you'd like to see more, subscribe.